And he would memorize. We were very impressed. Anataja barabara, wewe Wakikuyu wanasema These men called a community that has pride, a community that's hardworking, that is rich. Watu wamesoma. He called all of us, our bishops, our reverends, our pastors. Hata huyu Waititu na mimi Rigiji. He called all of us. Alikuwa anakuja kuangalia osho. Sasa amekuja kwenu Musangarere. Malamu. That is the same script. Nyinyi mkikubali mutalia vile watu ya mlima wanalia. All those. Thank you. Please be seated. Your Excellency, former Vice President, Honorable Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, kiongozi wa DAP Kenya, the Honorable Eugene Wamalwa, honorable members, senators, MCAs, and all leaders present. God is good, and all the time. Salimeni kwa Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Asanteni sana. Party leader Eugene Wamalwa, let me also offer my congratulations to you, your NEC, and the party, DAP, for the unveiling of your offices here today, and I'm honored to have been invited because it's a great milestone in our democratic process, and as we embark on a journey to liberate this country from bad governance, corruption, and dictatorship. Significant role in our democratic process. I have come with many senators and members of parliament who we work with as a way of showing our solidarity with this team. I want to give my commitment and that of my team and our supporters, and there are many, they are in millions, that we are part of this team and we'll walk this journey together to liberate this country. And we shall make whatever sacrifices necessary to make sure that William Ruto is a one-term president. People have short memories. President William Ruto has a very short memory. This team here, we sat with him in my house and we assured him that he'll be president and we will do whatever it takes to make sure he's president. And we worked very hard. And we took him to State House. And when he reached there, he put aside everything we had agreed on how we need Kenya to be. We had 47 economic charters with each and every county agreeing on the economic interventions that will be required for each county. He put them aside. We had agreed on the payment of pending bills for our business community to bring money into circulation. He put that one aside. We had agreed on the bottom-up economic model of putting money into people's pocket. The minute he reached State House, he changed course. He got a small team of economic advisors and came up with a very brutal program of removing whatever little money was in people's pocket from their pockets. Along the way, I could not agree with him. I couldn't agree with him because I'm a very principled person. And I told him, boss, we have lost focus. This is what we told the people of Kenya. We had assured the people of Kenya that we will never carry out evictions and demolitions that are inhuman. And when he made a decision to evict people from Nairobi River along the line, and the Nairobi River Commission was in my office and he asked me to lead that program, I told him I can't do it because it's against my principle. And he said, you must do it. When we had the Finance Bill 2024, I was a lone voice in cabinet telling him, listening to the people of Kenya, they will not accept this finance bill. And it will leave us with an egg on our face. He became intolerant, he became dictatorial. And the government that he leads is a one-man show. I can tell you today, all those ministers you see there, they are flower girls. I was the only man in that cabinet who could stand up and tell him, hey boss, no, this can't work. And that's why he needed me out, so that he can put a protege and other fellows just to say, yes sir, yes sir. It's a praise and worship choir. And I couldn't fit in that choir. I couldn't fit in that choir. You know, and he is very bitter, extremely angry, very irritable, that for a whole 6 days he's just abusing me in Western Kenya. Regarding Gachagua is not a road in Webwe. He's not a hospital in Vihiga. He's not a water pan in Kakamega. He's not a slaughterhouse in Bukoma. President of the Republic of Kenya has gone to Western for 6 days. Just talking about regarding Gachagua, occasionally Kalonzo Musyoka. Because he's bitter that his voting bloc, the one that made him president, the Mount Kenya bloc, is gone and gone and gone forever. And I told him, it is his own undoing. I told him, don't touch the mountain. See the Bible. If you read the Exodus, don't. Many times. But it's because he has some young MPs he moves around with. Young boys who are born in towns and brought up with Serra. They don't know the community. So they tell him, no, it's okay, no problem. Mulima ni yako, wewe ulikuja huko mwenyewe. Hao watu ni wako, hata ukitoa huyu uweke huyu hakuna shida. Anamwambia mimi ni mzee. Hao watu mimi nawajua. These fellows on the mountain, they hate betrayal and they hate deception. Because of what Mzungu did to them, they hate betrayal. And you yourself, President William Ruto, you are a beneficiary of my community's distaste for betrayal. When they decided that Uhuru Kenyatta has betrayed you, they turned against Uhuru for betraying you in their view and voted for you. And you are not one of them. They hated one of their own to support you, and you are not one of their own. If you betray one of their own, you tell me the story. Today, as we speak, his messages of condolences are unwelcome in the mountain. And you know that's the lowest it can go. You know funerals are very solemn. In my community where I come from, even if it is suspected you had a hand in the death of the person being buried, people still allow you to come and even give condolences. When the people say they cannot listen to your condolences, you know it's over. The other day we were in Embu, and they are trying to blame Justin Muturi Bidan because the people rejected his condolence message. The president wrote him abusive messages the whole night, threatening to sack him. But even if you sack Bidan Muturi, nothing will change in that area. Nothing. And I told him, and he cannot say I did not tell him. Because me, I'm an honest man. I sat him down and I said, boss, you believe my Nabuza here? Now, why he's annoyed is because 47% of his support, 4 million votes, iko nje. Sasa anategemea ati Raila akienda AU, he can transfer zile zake. Zile za Raila zilikuweko za Wiper, they are not there. Ile ya Mulembe is not there. Hii ya Kisii is not there. Huyu jamaa amekwama. Amekwama. And I can tell you, because I know him, he is cornered. Kazi yetu ni rahisi sana, is to stay together and unite our people. Mimi naomba jamii ya Mulembe. Amekuja huko anaita mimi mkabila. Ati ndio mimi nisisaidie nyinyi. Siku nilimsaidia, hakujua mimi ni mkabila. When we voted for William Ruto, we knew he's not a Kikuyu. 87% of my people voted for him. We knew he's not a Kikuyu. 13% voted for Raila Odinga. We knew he's not a Kikuyu. We had our own candidate called Wahiga Maura. We never voted for him because we are not tribal. Saa hii ameona tunashikana na watu ya Wiper. Ameona tunashikana na Mlembe Nation. Na hapo Mlembe Nation ndio unaona amekwamia hapo. I think it's his last hope. Sasa anakuja huko kusema ati mimi ni mkabila, ati ndio msinikaribishe tusifanye pamoja. President William Ruto, hear it from here, Chui House. The same way Mulima ilisaidia wewe, it is possible tunaweza saidia hii watu ya Mlembe. It is the same way tunaweza saidia huyu Kalonzo. Na sisi hatuna contract na wewe. Then yetu na wewe tulimali. We had intended to pay you in 2 installments. Tukakupatia the first installment, ukagusa Mlima. Hiyo deni ikafanya nini? Kaisha. We owe you no debt. So, anaenda pale Western. Anasema tumefukuza huyu Rigathi Gachagua and he is corrupt. William Ruto, my friend. Do you have the moral authority to talk about corruption? And we sympathize with you because juzi kumekuwa na opinion poll on the most corrupt person in the world. And we are unhappy that you are rigged. Instead of giving you number 1, they give you number 2. President William Ruto could not agree me to stay in government because I could not agree to corruption. The State House of Nairobi is the real center of corrupt activities. And there are watu wawili, moja anaitwa Adil na mwingine anaitwa Jayesh. These are the conveyors of corruption in this country. Na ndio watu wenye she and sha. Ndio wale watu ya ndani. Nao watu wakija kuona rais, hata ukiwa deputy president ama minister, utamngoja hapo saa 5 akiongea na hiyo watu. Wakipanga hiyo mane? So Mr. President, be an honest man. Look for a mirror before you talk about corruption and look at yourself. If you think the people of Kenya are very intelligent, Rigathi Gachagua has not been associated with any scandal in this country. So wewe unaenda pale unasema he is incompetent. In matters incompetence, Mr. President, I tend to agree with you to a certain extent. Serikali yako ni ya uongo. Kutenga, kudanganya watu. Uliandika mkataba na watu ya Western. Ukamjema utajenga 1000 kilometers. Ujajenga. Umekuwa hapo juzi unafungua transformer. Wewe mimi ulitaka nikusaidie kudanganya wa Kenya. In matters kudanganya wa Kenya, Mr. President, I'm incompetent. Absolutely. I accept. Because hiyo alikuwa anataka tuende ku launch barabara na anajua hakuna budget, tukitoka matinga inafanya nini? Sasa hiyo ndio kazi rais anataka nimsaidie. Ndio anasema huyu haelewi program za serikali. Sasa kwenda kupeleka matinga ukijua hakuna kazi inafanywa, hiyo ni program ya serikali. He was telling me to go and defend Adani. Tulikuwa na Eugene Wamalwa, huyu mheshimiwa, na Onyonga kwa mazishi Kitale. Huyu Onyonga akaamuka, akalima serikali mambo ya Adani. Na mimi nakaa tu pale. I don't want to nod because I'm still in office. That Adani thing is the worst form of corruption in this country. So mimi nilipoamuka, I never responded. So one of the PAs ya mkubwa akanipigia simu. Mtu yuko huko, mtu ya 36. Wewe ni deputy president ya saa ngapi? Maana ya deputy president, you speak last, ndio ile maneno yote iko baya serikali ukanu. Kwa nini huyo Nyonka alilima serikali mambo ya ndani and you are not defending? Nikamwambia I cannot answer you. Tell your boss to call me. So president amenipigia, nimemwambia mimi siwezi. That thing is corruption. I cannot defend it, Mr. President. I cannot. That is why he is saying I was not defending government programs. Sasa corruption, is it a government program? So wanasema ati I'm incompetent. Hii mtu hakuna kitu anaelewa. Sasa kama serikali ni wizi tupu. Sasa what is there to defend? Walinipeleka Senate ati nimekataa watu watolewe na Nairobi River. Walinishitaki nimekataa watu wafukuzwe Marigiti Market. Those are things I could not do. Ukiangalia hii maneno ya affordable housing, it is the worst fraud against the people of Kenya. And it's good today I tell the country. And those are things he was telling me to go to TV to defend. I told him I will not. Mimi pia nikichwa ngumu. That housing, initially we believed in the president. That ni ya kuleta ajira, nini, maneno kizungu mingi, it looked okay. Until it came to my attention, it has nothing to do with housing. Ni biashara. Ya kwamba PS wa housing. Ukitaka kujenga affordable housing, you must go and sign a subcontract na kampuni ile tauza simiti na chuma na mabati. Na hiyo kampuni watu wale wakubwa zaidi Kenya wako ndani ya wapi? So this housing levy inatolewa kwa watu ya Kenya is to make sure these houses are going on. Ndio hao wauze simiti, wauze chuma, wauze mabati. That is what the president is accusing me of not understanding and being incompetent. Sasa mimi nauliza, na mimi nataka niseme, I want to assure the people of Kenya, this team I see here, and when I listen to the people of Kenya, because I listen a lot, once a new government is sworn in, that housing levy will have to be abolished so that we restore the dignity of the payslip. The dignity of the payslip. Wakenya wamehangaishwa zaidi. Na nimeona mpaka yule mkubwa ya wafanyikazi amekuwa ameingia kwa hiyo praise and worship team. Watu nakazwa mambo ya NSSF, mambo ya haongei. Kazi yake ni praise and worship. Those are the things sisi ambaye tumeshindwa kufanya. So finally ndio nimalize, because I wanted to tell the president, usidanganye wa Kenya. Useme ukweli, tulikosania corruption because wewe ndio unaeneza corruption na watu yako. Na it is impossible to make any progress in this country unless we sort out this country in terms of leadership. We'll sink lower and lower. Finally niambie watu ya Western, because mimi naona huyo jamaa amekwama hapo kwenu. Nyinyi mko na bahati that we are here to advise you. Alienda kwenu siku 6. Kwetu he was there 6 days out of 7 every week. Hakuna kanisa hajaingia. Hakuna barabara hajui kwa jina. Hakuna soko hajui kwa jina. And he would memorize. We were very impressed. Anataja barabara, wao Wakikuyu wanasema These men called a community that has pride, a community that's hardworking, that is rich. Watu wamesoma. He called all of us, our bishops, our reverends, our pastors. Hata huyu Waititu na mimi Rigiji, he called all of us. Alikuwa anakuja kuangalia osho. Sasa amekuja kwenu Musangarere. Malamu. That is the same script. Nyinyi mkikubali mutalia vile watu ya mlima wanalia. Oh boss. Hiyo yote ni utapeli. All those things he's promising, he will not do anything. He promised us atatumalizia barabara ya Maumau kwisha. Nitajenga hii. So today he does not come to our place. The last time alikuja pale Embu in November, alijaribu kuenda uongo ya housing. Washirika wakapuka kumwambia tutaki uongo hapa tena. Hiyo mambo ya uongo peleka huko Western. Akajaribu kuongea mambo ya SHA, akaambiwa hatutaki uongo. Kwetu amejulikana na ndio muone huko. Na hata akija atakutana na watu. So nyinyi watu ya Mlembe, msituangushe. At least you have the benefit of free advice from victims of deception. Sindio? Simuko na free advice. Yeah? Sasa yeye halali ati nimekaa pale wa Munyoro. Mimi nakaa tu chini ya miti. Yeye hapa juu ya gari. The reason President Uhuru Kenyatta alikuwa ametuambia muachane na hii mtu. But he never gave us a reason. Na hapo alitukosea. Kama angetuambia what I know today, hatungekuwa hapo. Also the choice he was giving us was also not acceptable. So pale nimekaa pale, I'm doing things differently from Uhuru Kenyatta. I'm involving the people who is William Ruto. That is why he is unhappy. Mimi nakaa pale wana watu hapa naeleza wanasema imetosha, wanatoka naenda. Nakaa pale na mapasta na waeleza wanachukua Biblia wanatoka wanaenda. Pale nimefunga 100%. Hata kupata agents, hatapata agents ya kusimulia kura yako. So nyinyi viongozi wetu, tafadhali naomba pia Eugene Wamalwa and your team, and then unite the Mlembe nation. Don't agree to be divided. Mimi alitaka kugawanya mlima east and west, nikamkataza. Akajaribu kugawanya counties, nikamkataza. Don't allow it. Mlembe nation, you have 5 million votes, and then muunganishe. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka pale Lower Eastern 4 million, nenda uunganishe. Mimi pale sasa ilikuwa 6, nataka nisukume mpaka. Na hatutaki kujua ni nani. Mkuje mtuambie formula ni. So we shall be selfless. As a team, we shall be selfless. And let us not approach this election with a predetermined mindset. That lazima ikuwe ni mimi ama ni mimi. Wacha tuseme tuko na kibarua ya kung'oa hii jamaa. That is the first objective. Let us consolidate our votes, consolidate. Uzuri, payslip holders are 3 million. Every payslip holder has a minimum influence of 2 people. Those are 9 million people who have a personal issue with William Ruto. Sasa, ongeza Gen Z. Maneno imeisha haijaisha. So, and I want to, as I sit down, I want to ask our Gen Zs, please, you are doing a very good job, our sons and daughters. On the social media, keeping this guy in check. Continue. But that is not enough. You must take IDs and register as voters. Yes. Because the final transformation of this country will happen on the ballot box. Not on the smartphone. The smartphone will create the awareness and create the necessary mood and mobilize people. But the actual transformation of getting the right leadership will happen on the ballot. So we want to ask the Gen Zs and the millennials, please, take IDs, register as voters, and continue what you are doing on the smartphone. Now you are doing a good job. Huyu jamaa halali. Even he was accusing me ati mimi ndio naongoza Gen Z. Nikamwambia President, that's a good wish. If I'm the leader of Gen Z, I'm a very strong leader in this country. Because it's a serious force. So, leaders hawa niwapongeze. This journey is not for the cowards and the faint-hearted. This man is angry and therefore dangerous. I must tell you. Alituma watu Limuru walitaka waniue. Mungu akanisaidia. Siku ingine ametuma askari alitupie tear gas huko Shamata. Siku ingine ametuma criminal gang kuumiza bibi yangu. What he must know is that some of us, and he knows us well, of course he is forgetting. When the fourth administration was against him and persecuting us, we stood with him and never feared. Sisi si watu ya kuziwa uoga, hata tukiuziwa hatuna pesa ya kununua. But I want to tell these leaders, you must be steadfast. You must be on the right side of history. And with these two great leaders, Matiang'i and the others who come on board, we'll work together. Na tutasaidiana. We'll continue consulting, tutatembeleana. Hivi karibuni, we are also going to unveil our movement. And it's a serious movement. And it's a national movement, but the home of the mountain. Just like every party has a certain home. It's a national party, but with a home. Watu ya mlima wamesema sisi tulienda harusi na gari ya mtu mwingine. Kufika kwa mto tukaambiwa tushuke. Sasa tunatafuta gari yetu ya kwenda harusi. Sasa kila iko magari hapa. Sasa tutakutana kwa harusi, Mercedes iko, Range Rover iko, magari imejaa wapi? Pale. This UDA, when I make my announcement in another few weeks, will be a shell. Will be a shell. There will be nothing. Ulifukuza sisi, tumetoka na watu wetu wote. There will nobody, even people are impatient. If you know the pressure I am under to announce the vehicle, I am not sleeping. People are impatient and they don't want to see anything yellow. You know? So, sisi tutaunda gari yetu na itakuwa ni gari kubwa ni ya Wakenya wote. Na tunataka tuungane pamoja na hao wengine tupange Kenya. And we mean well for this country. Na mtu asikwambie ati sisi ni wakabila kwa sababu tunaunganisha nyumbani. You would be stupid to go to the national table before you organize your house. Lazima kila mtu apange nyumba ya. Alafu ndio tuketi kwa meza ya Kenya, si ndio? So we must all organize our houses so that tutengeneze nyumba hii, tutengeneze hii, tutengeneze hii, tutengeneze hii. Yeye he is bitter kwa sababu hii yangu alikuwa anafikiria ni yake. Sasa amejua si yake. Sasa hapo na machungu. Na there is nothing we can do, hatuwezi kumsaidia pole. Wewe omba Mwenyezi Mungu, huyu mzee aende AU kama he can give you his base. I don't know whether loyalty is transferable. Whatever he can give you, you see what to do with it. Hii ya Western na loyalty is not transferable. Sisi ni watu ya baba. Akishaenda AU, tuko free, tuko free. Na sisi vile tunaona yeye ni mtu ya kusema ukweli tunaweza elewa. So even that Nyanza baba akienda will be there also, because there are also people who want to join the rest of Kenya. So mimi nimefurahi sana and thank you very much, na tumeshukuru. DAP Kenya continue consolidating until Governor Natembea asiuziwe uoga, na hata akiuziwa asinunue. You know they were saying that when they impeach me at I am finished at 2 weeks alidanganywa na vijana hao hii ya town. Hii mlima they have no use for any leader who is not having a position. Tukitoa huyu wanawachana naye wanachukua yule mpya. Sasa kila siku wanaongea juu yangu. Na bado wacha tuweke gari tuungane na hao viongozi and then tutembee. Na mwaka hii ya 25 ndio ya kujipanga. 26 ni si ndio? Hii 25 tupangapange and we'll agree so that we have enough members of parliament. We'll sit down so that we don't compete against each other. Kama hii Nairobi we have 17 constituencies. Nilikuwa nafanya hesabu naona between this team we can take 15 out of 17. Hii governor ya Nairobi tutachukua asubuhi mapema. Within this team here, we just sit down and do proper arithmetic. Nakuru, everywhere, Mombasa, we'll sit down so that we don't fight against each other. Tutapangana vizuri, ndio tuone maisha itakaa namna gani. Otherwise, I want to say thank you very much. May God bless you. Mtasalimiana? Mtakuja kutembea Monyoro? Mtakuja siku gani? Asante.
Moja special ya principles bila sisi. Nataka kuomba tu Your Excellency Kalonzo Musyoka tuongoze, Governor Kijina Eugene, uende tu pale kwa dakika moja and then we'll go to the national anthem na tupangane kutoka hapo.
Tafadhali naomba tu our lead cameraman, kindly you can arrange the kind of photos that you want. Then thereafter It will be a free photo. We can have members of parliament, we can have our senators as we move.
But let us wait first. Tusubiri kwanza picha ya kwanza ya principles.